Hello and welcome to the Holy Grail of Poker. We're playing live poker at full tilt right now, and in the background the Holy Grail of Poker is watching our every play, our full-time poker coach. And we should fold here. King 5 offsuit's a really crummy hand, even though we have good position and a caller ahead of us. But I'm going to raise here to illustrate a mistake. And so he calls me. Now I should bet here most of the time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. What makes the game of poker so difficult is we can make mistakes and make money just like we did on that hand and conclude that we played the hand well. I'm going to fold here, which is correct. And then let's take a look at this hand that we played with the King 5. Because we won money and yet we made a mistake. And similarly, sometimes we'll play perfectly and lose money, and that's what makes this darn game so difficult to learn. So here's the hand. Now, this may be confusing because this looks exactly like full tilt, but this is actually our software here, not full tilt. And so here this guy calls. We should fold here 100% of the time. There's a ton of hands that we want to raise here with, but this is not one of them. We probably want to raise with, I don't know, maybe 25% of our hands or more here, but maybe 35, but not this one. So he calls us, and then he checks. Now we should continuation bet here most of the time. The Holy Grail of Poker is saying we played it well by betting there, and that bet was worth, even though we have nothing, we want a continuation bet most of the time. It's not the best board in the world to continuation bet on. So the advice is not to do it all of the time, but to do it a majority of the time because it's a continuation bet is so profitable. So when you play poker and every single time, whether you win or lose, you find out if you made a mistake, you can learn at an extraordinary rate. Now let's take a look at playing against the artificial intelligence. This is the game portion of the software. Here you can play against a table of weak opponents like I'm doing now, or you can play against a table of the Holy Grail of Poker's best artificial intelligence. And if you can beat that table, then you can make a living playing professional poker. Just like when you're playing for money, after the hand is over, it'll give you advice. However, when you're playing against virtual opponents like we are now, you can get real-time advice if you choose to. You can also, the software will also tell you, based on the action so far in the hand and John's historical playing style and statistics, which we could show you in a heads-up display and that's available in the software as well, based on all of that, the Holy Grail of Poker is telling us that we should infer that John has a 4% chance of having a straight and a 52% chance of having one pair and so on and so forth. And so that's very valuable information when you're trying to learn how to put your opponents on a range of hands. Unlike the movies, you don't put them on a single hand, you put them on a range of hands, and that's quite helpful. So we hope you enjoy this part of the software as well. It can turn a beginner into a professional poker player, I think, faster than any other means possible. And you can also, whether you're playing live or against the artificial intelligence, you can generate reports of every hand you've ever played or imported. And you can see here, I've been making this video and I've been making a lot of intentional bad calls. And so that's my biggest improvement opportunity given the way I've been playing, making these videos. And I can click on this and go see all of those bad calls, or I can click on this and see a graph of my performance over time and see if I'm improving. So this is just a sample of what the Holy Grail of Poker offers for you. We also have training videos, and we'll be adding more of those, and we'll continue to develop this world-class software further. So what could the Holy Grail of Poker be worth to you? We estimate that the average customer will improve their win rate between 3 and 4 big blinds per hour. You may not realize it now, but over time you'll want to play more than one table, and some of you will play 6 or more tables simultaneously, and the Holy Grail of Poker will help you to do that. Some of you may already play at $4 big blinds, but all customers should be able to play at higher stakes more profitably. Accordingly, we estimate the Holy Grail of Poker should be worth between $6 and almost $100 per hour for our customers. Fortunately, the Holy Grail of Poker, your full-time poker coach, doesn't cost what a conventional poker coach costs, which would be hundreds of dollars an hour. It only costs a tiny fraction of that. Moreover, you can get it completely for free by signing up at a poker site. Hope you enjoyed the presentation, and thank you for your time.